In Europe 2020, we agreed together with all of the member states to reduce poverty with 20 million people by 2020. Even when we look at what member states want to do, we will not reach the target of 20 million at all. And that's a serious problem. Second, with the crisis deepening and staying and being there for so long, we also see that instead of reaching the target, we increase poverty. So there's a serious problem. And from that serious problem, our President and the Commissioner want to mobilize more. And that's where our social investment pack comes from. The Commission cannot do this alone. The main task is the Member States' task. And the main task also in the Member States is to do this together with all of the partners and the stakeholders, because no government can do this alone. This is also not a role of the government alone. This is a role of active citizenship, working with the government, with the voluntary sector, with the private sector to try to reach this goal of reducing poverty.
We should more look into the social face of human life in the European Union, and therefore it is necessary to combine the consolidation of budgets, sustainable growth perspectives with social policies. We don't have really a EU-wide concept how to address the challenges of poverty, and therefore we need a social investment package. Therefore we need social policies, and we need member states willing to implement the recommendations.
Poverty is getting worse in Europe. We need, if we're to reverse these trends, then we need all actors to come together to try and find the right solutions for the way forward. We can give a push that reconnects this European level work to national levels in a much more stronger and better way.
Basically, social investment means that instead of simply repairing damage that is the consequence of certain social risks that have materialized, such as unemployment, for instance, or the impossibility to reconcile family responsibility and developing a career. Instead of simply repairing that damage afterwards with cash benefits, it is about investing in people's capacity to prevent social risks from materializing. Basically, it means investing in quality childcare, early childhood education, education at large, quality activation, counseling of unemployed people. I think it's high time to signal to member states that we need active social policies, and it's high time to signal that social policy has also an investment dimension. It's not just consumption, it's investment in the future. Why is this now emerging? Well, I think there is growing awareness that poverty and social exclusion are on the rise. Employment is not picking up. There is insufficient perspective also for public opinion that there is a way out. I think many people feel this, many policymakers feel this. And so we need to formulate a set of common objectives that create a perspective, that show people that there is an exit from the crisis with reforms that will be difficult, an exit that is not a cheap option, but that there is an exit from the crisis. If you have a clever and efficient policy of social investment, you create a return, not immediately, but in the mid and longer term. And so our perspective today should be radically oriented towards the long term. If we have only a short-term perspective, we might think we are doing a good job in cutting budgets, in decreasing costs of welfare states, but in the longer term, we will not be cutting budgets. We will not be really diminishing our costs. Obviously, there are now two challenges. The first challenge is that member states should reconcile short-term imperatives, fiscal consolidation in a number of member states, budgetary austerity. They should reconcile this with the longer-term imperative of social investment. The second challenge, obviously, is that those member states that have to pursue fiscal consolidation, like a number of the southern welfare states, must be able to deliver on this, and therefore they need support. Social investment cannot simply be a substitute for traditional functions of social protection. You need social protection, you need pensions, you need unemployment benefits for people who are unemployed, you need sickness benefits, you need disability benefits. So the challenge indeed is to reconcile both social investment, but on the other hand, adequate social protection.
This social investment package can combine all things in one place, and for example, we can use better European Union funds, how to use European Union funds, how to use better open method of coordination. We can think about platform against poverty. So social investment packages, in my opinion, it's quite innovative, and it could help to monitor for governments measures, effectiveness of measures, and not only national level but in European level.
¿Dar de ayuda a domicilio? No, eso no tienes que hacerlo. Grado superior. Es decir, tú no tienes un mozo de almacén o algo así. Sí, pero esto es porque eso es si lo has conocido. Sí, en un anillo que se va a escribir en negrita. Sí. Antes era el único jueves, pero no. El 22, el 23. Sí, este es el que estamos haciendo.
El programa operativo, acabamos de terminar un estudio de impacto y lo que ha demostrado es que por cada euro que se invierte, revierte económicamente en 2 euros. El programa operativo aproximadamente tiene una inversión de 40 millones de euros al año. Eso en términos económicos revierte al Estado en 83 millones porque suponen más empleos, supone consumo, supone reducción de prestaciones por desempleo, reducción de prestaciones sociales. Es decir, ahorra 12 millones e ingresa 83 millones. Por eso consideramos que invertir en este tipo de proyectos es invertir en que no solamente para las personas, no solamente porque las personas tienen derecho a acceder al mercado laboral en igualdad de condiciones, sino porque supone contribuir a la cohesión social, supone contribuir a la igualdad de oportunidades y sobre todo contribuye al desarrollo económico del país.
levántame. ¿No querías que foto? Pues venga, el que quiere fotos.
Estefanía.
Ya está, hija. Bueno, pues ahora ya, mira, tienes que... Me da igual que me cojas una foto, me da igual. La uva.
No me da la gana.
Se han pillado la cosa que te están grabando. No sé si me tengo que quedar o levantar.
En el mismo lado, donde estábamos. Vale, sobre todo cadera, hombro, ¿vale? Y ahora B3, entonces le hacemos de aquí. Y luego pasamos al cuello. Vale. Y tú vas sacando. A sacarle todo el pijama. Son que sería mucho más fácil de poderle poner. A la de 2, a la de 3. Muy bien.
Fuera un colutorio.
¿Dónde está?
Digamos.
El mismo procedimiento, pero con la parte de dentro.
Fenomenal.
No. Estas horas y ahora con... Bueno, pues... ¿Vamos a esto también o qué? Pues sí. Falta un vaso con un hielo. Ya. Pero solo uno, ¿eh? Le traigo. Yo voy preparando los vasos.
La población gitana pues tiene pocos estudios, la mayoría, y entonces pues creen que no va a conseguir trabajo. Pero yo creo que con esfuerzo y vamos, poniendo esa confianza en estos programas como acceder, pues yo creo que les sobra confianza a ellos para depositarlo en ti, y entonces tú ya nada más tienes que tener ganas de trabajar y esforzarte y así es, claro. Bueno, la crisis que atraviesa este país también es a nivel mundial. Y bueno, en este país pues se sienten un poco impotentes porque hay muchas familias que están desahuciadas de sus propias casas por no poder pagarlas por falta de trabajo. Pero bueno, yo creo que también en la población gitana también siempre ha habido crisis. Lo que pasa que, bueno, lo hemos llevado mejor, aunque esta crisis afecta a todo el mundo, o sea, a las altas clases sociales como a las más bajas. Entonces, pues, yo opino que, bueno, con ese esfuerzo, con ganas de trabajar y poniendo fe, yo creo que saldremos adelante, sí.
Desde la Fundación Secretariado Gitano, desde el principio se ha intentado trabajar en red, generando unas sinergias entre los diferentes actores que tienen que ver con la mejora de la vida de las personas del país. Entonces necesitamos utilizar a la administración pública, también iniciativas privadas y las ONGs, el tercer sector, tanto nosotros como Cruz Roja, Cáritas, otros que gestionan el programa operativo, necesitamos trabajar en esta red e incorporar al mundo empresarial para que tengamos cierto éxito. Sensibilizar, intermediar, todos estamos en el mismo paquete, si no sería imposible.
Pasad, muchas gracias por ser tan puntuales, como siempre.
No hay por qué, siéntate frente.
Bueno, ¿qué tal?
Bien, todo bien.
¿Qué tal os va?
Muy bien.
Bien.
Compensa. Es decir, que cuando una persona quiere, nosotros le vamos a apoyar, vamos al 100%, de poder ofrecer un poquito más de cuando estabas en cuarto de la ESO. Queríamos buscar eso, personas, instituto,
Yo es que
más,
por lo fácil.
Tú, Naomi, lo que tienes que hacer es memorizar lo que tienes que exponer, ¿no? Entre paréntesis, ¿de qué nos podemos hablar?
La gran meseta africana.
Y luego ponemos funcionan.
Entonces lo que puedes hacer, buscas las dos palabras, las buscas en la...
Vale. Cheese, decir, en inglés.
Con el Promociona pretendemos que los jóvenes gitanos finalicen la secundaria y no se encuentren en una situación de desventaja frente a otros jóvenes no gitanos que sí que han estudiado y tienen la posibilidad de desarrollar un itinerario profesional adecuado. Los jóvenes gitanos, si no finalizan, se encuentran en esa situación de desventaja porque no cuentan con una formación ni una cualificación.
Ha habido 180.000 personas que han pasado por nuestros servicios de orientación, ha habido 53.000 personas con discapacidad que se han formado y ha habido 42.000 personas con discapacidad que han encontrado un trabajo. Esto le cambia la vida a mucha gente. El trabajo le cambia la vida a mucha gente en opciones de encontrar un trabajo si pasa por nuestra formación y le cambia la vida a mucha gente que pasen de una situación de pasividad a una situación de proactividad hacia el trabajo.
And particularly if you look at disabilities and the people involved in developing the strategy.
And then
a fair proportion of your providers then. You know, it's just simply to coordinate this diary and.
The Supporting People programme is funded by central government and its aim is to deliver housing-related support to vulnerable people. In Birmingham, we work with approximately 45,000 vulnerable people at any one time. The key aim of the programme is essentially prevention, okay? Enabling people to live independently for longer, preventing high-cost situations from occurring, such as homelessness. The other thing that we aim to do is link our work in terms of the European Commission, particularly around supporting the most vulnerable people, the furthest away from the labour force into the labour force, and thus enabling improved economic well-being for the individual and also in terms of the public purse. For example, removing people off public spend in terms of benefits. In terms of our strategy for Birmingham, what we wanted to do through the Supporting People programme was not just to give money to organisations and say, go away and please do this. Actually, what we wanted to do was evidence using a strong methodology, something we call the whole systems approach, the cost benefits to the public purse of those actions and those outcomes being achieved for vulnerable people. Last year we worked with 318 people. So in terms of savings to the public purse, that essentially comes to around £841,000 a year in terms of people coming off benefits and accessing gainful employment. So there's a human dimension to this as well as a public dimension to this. On a European level, there is a very important message around investing in prevention services. Prevention costs are relatively low compared to the costs of emergency interventions. So not only do emergency interventions cost more to the public purse, but also in terms of the impact on vulnerable people, the impacts are greater.
No, it's finished now.
It's finished.
Yeah.
You sound very happy about that.
Oh, I'll tell you now, it was hard work, it was cold, but I got there.
I've got some veg for you, some more chopping. That's for the organic event as well.
So you want chop it up now?
Broccoli.
I ain't broken an egg yet, so what's the other way on there? Bye. Touch that way. Got a few friends up that way. Yeah, there we go. And reports to the show next time.
Fry Housing Trust is an organisation that's part of the Accord Group that works across West Midlands and surrounding areas. The organisation provides housing and support, specialist services for offenders and people who are at risk of offending through their own circumstances. I see many successes of people coming through our supported housing, and they come into our organisation, use the support that's available to them and the wider support package that's put together by us working in partnership with police, probation, health and the local authority. And that overall support package really helps people move on from us into their own independent accommodation. And in doing that, we're actually indirectly saving the public money that perhaps would be spent on court appearances, people going into prison, people claiming benefits, and in doing what we do, we can actually save those costs by people contributing to society in full-time employment.
The first day of release was nerve-wracking, and I came for my interview here at supported housing, and they recommended a lot of support that I get here will benefit me for the future plans and things I'm going to do. And my key work sessions were processing on goals for myself, which I achieved, like going to work and stuff, and getting support that I wanted. Because back in the background was no support whatsoever, shy person. Life was down, depressed, stressful. But now, being with Fry Housing and the support I get from the team is amazing. I'm a changed person. Doing the food here has got me another goal now to have it forward, and hopefully in a couple of years' time I'll have my own catering business. That's in the future plans anyway. So.
Okay, you want to undo those cables? It's all there. Yeah, we'll go down there and sort some work out down there then. Okay.
I'm going to be the person doing your assessment today. You want to come through? Right, as I said, my name's Aisha. I'm going to be the homeless person. But that's basically what we will do. So can you...
Yeah, so I've had to stay at a friend's house.
Okay.
Any options?
No.
Just go to the forward buttons.
Social rent.
Okay.
Morning, Jean. Oh, morning, Valentina. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, good, good. How's that situation going then? It is going on. That should be fine. I think then we're clear about the recommendations. Exactly. All right. Good.
We have actually come up with a sort of thing we can discuss in detail, explain what the changes are. This is a formal consultation process.
Yeah. We're looking at the annual review, and we're looking at the circulation in terms of the impact that that's had today.
Yes.
Okay. So and has been really powerful, and I think we can use that. So yeah,
that would be very useful.
I think it's so. Yeah, I think that's. I think it's worked really well. It's
done well.
Yes.
St. Basil's.
I'm trying to focus on that because I want that to get into the
other day, the open day. We had quite a few people come to.
Do you think it's part of the? Do people like the values?
St. Basil's is an accommodation and support organisation for young people who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. What we want to do is to prevent that repeat homelessness happening. We work specifically with young people aged 16 to 25, and we see 4,500 of those each year. About 1,000 of them will live with us in our accommodation. We have 27 different accommodation schemes, very intensively support the young people during the time that they're with us. And the whole aim is that they can move on in a positive way. They move out of homelessness, they re-engage with education, training and employment. They build up their social and support, their natural support networks, and then they can carry on with their lives and contribute to their communities and achieve their aspirations and their ambitions. Liam is a really good example of what St. Basil's is all about and what we're trying to achieve. And he came through the youth hub, the initial doorway. He went through our foyer and had support there, and he's moved on now into his own independent accommodation, which he is funding through his earned income. So not only is there no public subsidy required for Liam anymore, but he's contributing in back through the tax system.
I'm in a lot better situation than I was a year ago, because a year ago I didn't think I could cope living by myself, as it was a new transition for me. But now I can honestly say I'm very comfortable with where I'm at with work, as well as sorting myself out for the near future as well. I went from being a bar staff to a trainee electrician. So now I'm paying full rent, which I'm very pleased about, because to move from minimum work to a lot of work, it's a big change. And I'm at a place in my life where I wanted to be from the beginning. So I've finally reached there, so I'm happy with where I am now compared to a year ago. In the future, hopefully, I would like to stay where I'm at with Interserve, as they're a good company and they're looking after me, and hopefully become a fully qualified electrician and just continue to work and work harder. The person I was before, I was less confident. I was always by myself, a bit shy. But now, after gone through what I have, I'm more confident in my abilities and whatnot, and I'm more assertive.
Persze, nyugodtan bármi.
Ez olyasmi, mint a böngész.
Körülbelül. Ezek fontosak azért, amikor mutatod a jeleket. Úristen, ezt hogy értem el? Milyen fiú úgy kezdett el beszélni. De,
és már akkor mutatta.
Csapathoz. Hát így körülbelül ennyi volt, így van. Ha éppen zaklatottak. Így van, pontosan. Aztán ezek a bankok, így van. Megoldásra bankatok.
Mit rajzolsz, Peti?
Rajzold le a farkasokat, jó? Meg a dzsungelt.
Mi a jelen, Peti? Meg kell tartani a tisztességes távolságot. Nem mondod.
Megkövet egy kövér bikával. Ezt ajánlom.
Tenminste, dat kan ik nog herinneren.
Ja, ja.
Paf, paf.
Ja, dit is Noorwegen.
Ja, het is iets verzinnen van... Hoe noem je dat ook alweer?
Kan jij dat aanwijzen of niet? Hier.
Oh ja. Maar, nou, waar echt...
Nee, dat je nog één keer die route naar Irak, dat je die even met elkaar... Of moeten we samen even pompen?
This is Louis, who's almost 2. Joe Hoadley, I'm from Brighton. I'm 24 years old. They don't come with manuals, so the whole experience... I think I messed up. Really hard. This one very nice. Push it down. Whoa, well done. Ready? You'll do a handprint. High five. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Goeie brief. Hoe je dat? Opmaken goed in elkaar? Of zit er te veel in? Moet je even op...
Ich verschaffe mir erstmal einen groben Überblick.
Du schon fest. Beschweren dich ab.
Ja. Tasten.
Så kommer du op. Nu lægger jeg bare lige hånden her, for at du lige er lidt opmærksom på det. Du klarer jo at gå. Du går godt, kan jeg se. Stræk dine ben. Sådan. Nemlig. Så. Og jeg tror, du er så heldig, det er tørvejr, Anna.